to do is stare at the scenery. It's so strange. I've never felt so peaceful before.
Hello, I'm Diego, and here Experience Films through literature and psychology to help you overcome personal conflicts, hopefully. And this time, I want to talk about how youth and elderness can be more than a fact, a feeling, a state of mind. How old do I feel? Am I an old soul? Can I grow younger? Watching HOWL'S Moving Castle's protagonists can help you answer these questions, or create even more, goddammit. And mild spoilers, don't worry, not gonna ruin this movie for you. Let's have a chat. Sophie, the main character of this movie, is basically an old soul flirting with youth. The hats that she makes have vibrant colors with creative designs, but her own hat is just plain and boring. She sees herself in her outfit and she just doesn't feel it. She doesn't feel like she's supposed to be. Vibrant, filled with life, but she feels so ordinary. Work is her life, and when something extraordinary comes to her life, like love, the shift to youth begins. Remember that word, love. But firstly, she's cursed because jealousy of something important, and she's condemned to become old, and so her state of mind mirrors her physical appearance, and she feels awful about it. But in her quest to find a cure to her curse, her youth slowly emerges by showing her feelings, embracing how she feels about specific people. And when someone points out those feelings are just exposed like that, she feels afraid. Not embarrassed, afraid. And it seems foolish for her for a second. In an article from the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology called Public and Private Self-Awareness When Personal Attitudes Conflict with Societal Expectations, there's a discussion about what's the difference between the public self and the private, and how to tell which is being displayed by a person. There is one that says the following: the public self consists of the overt, externally observable aspects such as physical appearance. Conversely, the private self entails the covert aspects, that is, those aspects of the self that cannot be observed by others. So suddenly her real private self becomes youth, but fear makes her feel not young. And precisely when things get hard and Sophie does things to save the people she cares about, she grows younger. And when she's fully immersed in a reality in which something extraordinary is in her life again, combined with the scenery, she's literally young again. But what about her love for herself? She doesn't feel pretty or beautiful. And when she remembers this, she grows old again. Now here's a question. Does love make us feel young?
Sophie, you're beautiful.
Well, the nice thing about being old is you got nothing much to lose.
In Dr. Heidegger's Experiment, a short story by Nathaniel Hawthorne, in which 4 people drink water from the fountain of youth and go back to the way they were, well, these are young men fighting for a woman. In this way, portraying youth as something foolish. I kind of disagree with this author's statement by Hawthorne, to be honest, but it's an interesting little short story. Check it out if you want, link in the description. That short story is just like the opposite of this movie. Youth is a curse and old age is a blessing. Like, no more foolish stuff to lose like love, right? And you know what? I think that's one of the greatest fears of youth. That sensation of losing. Through that movie, you're reminded that youth takes some risks, and it's exciting and sometimes it's frightening. And one of the biggest risks and bravest actions is to love. And when you embrace that, you just might get a little bit of both worlds. How do you feel? Whatever answer, there's no need to feel afraid about it. The feeling of youth and old age in you fluctuate, blend, and that says more about you than your actual age, your real soul. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video or found it useful. And HOWL'S Moving Castle is just incredibly helpful to understand this topic of subjective age and how your experience shapes the way you feel and develop your emotional maturity. And there is just so much more to talk about this film, really. One of the best anime films for sure. If you want more content like this, please give it a like, and you may want to subscribe as well. We'll see each other in the next one. See ya!